Good morning everybody and welcome to today's Sunday Q&A, which today is brought to you from very sunny Luton. I'm at my hometown. It's Friday. I've got a collection out of wiper supply services over here that's got to go to wear, and then I've got to do a 4-mile job from Stacey Bush's in Milton Keynes to Bletchley. It's going to be out I think today. Hopefully I'll get a collection for Monday morning. I've got one for a collection for one of my customers out of Corby in the afternoon, so I've got to go find something going north. But yes, so for the Shane Hardy says, happy Father's Day, Grandad's Day, Pete. Yeah, it's been great. Now the heat wave, this ridiculous heat wave, one of the big advantages, my daughter lives in a 3-storey house, and the top floor gets so warm, and that's their main bedroom. And of course the baby's up there as well at the moment, so she's with me. She's been staying with us for the last few days, which has been lovely because it means baby Eli has been tearing around the house like a nutter in his Davros walkie thing, and it's just been lovely to see him. So right, so this week, fuel watch light. I will do what we got this week. This is what the week's just gone. I haven't got the week coming's prices yet, but I expect them to fall. I don't base that on anything other than the fact that things seem to be straightening themselves out in the Middle East. But you should have had the week gone round about 124. I will, of course, if I remember, put next week's ones in the notes so that if anybody wants to have a look for next week, gives an idea. Anything over 124, you've got to give me a ring. Anything under 124, well done you. Yeah, so the main one this week's main video was van or lorry. Now, personally, I'm a lorry person. As you can see, they don't make vans. If they do, I don't know about it. That's probably wrong. I'll probably go next week's mistakes. Last week's mistakes. Yes, but it doesn't mean it's right. It's just what I prefer to do. And it's not all about the money. It's about other things as well. It's about parking. It's about expenses. It's about operators. It's about ease. It's about all kinds of stuff. But I'm a lorry person. I like lorries. So, Shane Hardy says, it's worth it if you can make it work. There's only one way to find out. Try it for yourself. Now, I'm a big fan of this. You know, there's a lot of talky. Too much talky, not enough doey. And it's a matter of, how do you start a business? You hold your nose and jump. Hold your nose and jump. So you just got to get involved. And you'll make mistakes. You'll always make mistakes. But if you don't get involved, you'll never learn. You show me someone who's never made a mistake, I'll show you someone who's never done anything. So, but no, he's dead right. Derek O'Brien says, every time I talk to lorry drivers, they talk about the cost of maintenance. He said, I have 2 Luton Maxi Mover 30 metre 17-foot body vans. He said, I fed up drive 100-mile house move. It's 900 euros after expenses in my pocket for 8 hours work. I've done the removals. And my mate Martin's still doing them, I believe. It's hard work. You've got, I was getting around in a Luton van for removal. I think I was getting around £250 a day. And that meant sort of rocking up at someone's house, carrying a wardrobe down a spiral staircase because it didn't come apart, packing a van, paranoid about the fact I was going to drop the telly, drive it somewhere, wait for the key exchange load. It was a full day work. It was a sweaty hard work day, and at the end of the day I get 250 quid. Then I went into a Luton van on the exchange and I'd get 250 quid for rocking up on a guy sort of giving me a pallet, which I put on with a tail lift, and did that 3 times. And I much prefer this, but it's not everybody. Some people like the removals. There is a camaraderie in removals. There is a thing about when you've actually put someone in their house for the first time, and they're all thank you, and you think, oh, I've done some good there. That's nice. You don't get the same kind of feeling when you go, mate, I've got an engine block for you. It's not quite, go, okay, lovely, thank you, sign it. But yeah, but from a finance point of view, I always thought, I think there are easier ways to make money than removals, certainly. Jasty Chalal says, yeah, he says, I'm feeling there are no jobs for £200 for 20 miles, unfortunately. You'd be very lucky to get that also. The loading and unloading time will kill you. Well, Justy, I'm on one right now. This one, and they phoned me. I didn't bid it. Picking up in Luton, which was 20 minutes away from the yard. I got here early because I woke up early and it gives me a chance to do this. And I've got to pick up 11 pallets that weigh 1.5 tons, so they're not even heavy, and they're going over to where? It's not 20 miles, might be 30, 40 miles. It's an hour, so hopefully pick up, loaded in half an hour, over in an hour, it's an hour and a half, unloaded in half an hour, that's 2 hours, pays 200 quid. The one I've got after this is I've got to drive to get it. I've got to drive a long way to get it. I've got to drive from where to Stacey Bush's in Milton Keynes. It's probably going to be an hour and a half. But when I fetch it, and this is for a mate, it's 6A frames and a pallet. They'll just about fit on here. And then I've got to drive it 4 miles to Stacey Bush's, where they'll take it off, forked on, forked off, 175 quid. It does happen. And don't go, cool, blimey, that's loads of money, I've got to get in like that. Because it doesn't always happen like that. And sometimes I can be on a bay for 3 hours. And you've got to pay, you've got to have a transport manager, you've got to pay parking, you've got to wear and tear. I've got inspection tomorrow morning, I don't know what it's going to bring. So it's not all like, brilliant, 200 quid, that's mine. There's a lot more to it. But I personally much prefer doing short jobs. I'd rather do 3 short jobs in a day if I could for a tour than do 2 long jobs that might pay, I don't know, 350, 400 pound each, because of the diesel and the time and the wear and tear. If you can go bop, bop, bop. But then the problem is, like one day this week, I did one, 200 quid, Milton Keynes to Watford. Super easy. But I'll just keep, if I keep looking, so I'm looking to see when they're going to open that gate. But that was it. Then I sat there for an hour and then I went home. So that wasn't a great day. I did tip in the morning, so it wasn't a great day, but they do exist and they do happen. My mate Lee says, because he's out driving the little van at the moment, he says, start-up cost for a van compared to a truck is a massive difference. I reckon you need at least 10k, if not more, in the bank just to cover your outgoings, and that's after you bought the truck. Well, I got lucky. I got the whole thing in for around 10, but that's because I got a super cheap truck. I don't regret one moment of going down a small van. I'm charging the same amount I'm getting in a short wheelbase, but the fuel costs outshine on a small van. I went from getting around 40 miles per gallon to 60 miles a gallon. If you scale that up over a month, it's a big difference in profit. Insurance is cheaper. Trucks may be bigger and make a bigger gross profits, but I wonder what the net profit is after a van. And he might be right. But I like driving trucks. I like trucks. I like being higher up. I like having the space. I like having the bed. I like the sunroof. I like the fact that, would I consider a small van later on in life? Yeah, why not become an Uncle Albert? I'm practically there now. Shaved the beard a little bit because it's hot, but you know, all right, boy, lovely. Come to pick up some parts from BMW. Yeah, we'll see. But again, at the end of the day, I think ultimately it's a case of you do you, try it, try both. If it works, find out what works for you. If it don't work, do something else. Be happy. That's all we want. This week's Wise Guys. Jakku80 says, Pete, I have a message from the DVLS saying I can opt out of my CPC. I meant to ask Nick about this. Can you do a video about it? I have some CPC periodic hours, but soon have to complete my 35 hours. Not sure if it's national or international hours I've done so far. As far as I know, you can't opt out. You just have to do the course. You have to, if you want to drive an HGV, you have to do 5 8-hour courses that are all different, the 5 8-hour courses, but you have to do them over a space of 5 years. So if you've done some, I would just bite the bullet and do the extra courses. But if anyone knows any better, if we can get back to Jakku, that would be great. And this week's miscellaneous, Niall Wilson says, he says, you don't need an operator's license. Oh, this was, I presume that you don't need an operator's license to drive a van. You don't. No, you don't. Anything under 3.5 ton, don't need an operator's license. He said, and it's presumably doing the exchange. He says they take your money if you don't come up with the goods for trusted. You should get your money back. I don't own full. I don't by not doing due diligence. It's I'm going on holiday next week. That's nice, isn't it? I'm going this time next week. Oh, it was Friday today. This Friday next week, I'm going to be on an aeroplane. I'm going away for 4 days. It's the first time I've been away since before COVID. And I'm leaving Lisa behind because it's not a family holiday. I still would love to get a family holiday in, but it's not so easy, like, you know. We're just going to have cabin bags. And then my mate decided that cabin bags weren't big enough, so he went and bought the overhead bags. And he's paying for me. It's his mum's flat, and he's paying me to go, because I shouldn't really go, really. I should stay behind and work. And I said, don't do it. Don't do it. The cabin bag is fine. I don't need much. We're only going for 4 days. I said, you know, give him a bell, get your money back. He went, it's easy, Jen. I said, that's done. That's never coming back. The exchange is kind of like that. Once you've paid it, you try and get any back out of them. If you want to pay them some more, you want to up it from basic to like small fleet, they'll take your money. You want to go back from small fleet to basic again, good luck with that. You know, it's just, I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's the way it is. Should you be able to get your money back? Yeah. Can you get your money back? No. That's it. David says, he says, got to wonder what checks HX are doing to ensure they're legal to drive in the UK. Deliveroo and Uber Eats are in the spotlight, but HX doesn't get a mention. Something in the government needs to look if the HX won't. I'll be honest with you, their due diligence is actually pretty good. When you sign up, they want pictures of all 4 sides of the motor, plus a certificate, plus an insurance, plus goods in transit, plus your driving licence, plus your qualification, plus your operator's licence. And they've got that on a date. And if that date expires, they'll go, this is, unless you update your stuff, that's out, you know. So I've got to say, from the point of view of actually compliance, an argument can be made there a little bit over the top. But particularly with its new low pass thing and all that, which is still proving to be an utter waste of time. But yeah, I can't say that would be the case. Right, so this brings on to Fuel Watch. So it's time for the scores. Last week, Xpress Fuels, they're scoring at the moment, 120.78. UK Fuels were 123.63, Motia 124 on the nose, and Watson's 124.16. White Van Man had Watson's at 123.58, so his Watson's was a penny cheaper than mine nearly. Silvery Key Fuels at 124.7, and Tate at 124.32. So what like I say, if I remember, I'll stick next week's down in the notes. And now it's about 7:32, and I know this place opens at 7:30, and there's loads of people hanging around the gate waiting for someone to come and unlock it. So I'm going to bid you all farewell. Next week's Q&A might be brought to you by outside a swimming pool. Chances are it probably won't be. Chances are I'll probably record it on the Thursday before I go, and then have a rest and have 4 days of taking care, but not taking it.